Oh, hello. Sorry, I'm still setting up the chat and stuff. Because, like, every time when I'm doing new stream, I will need to set it up again. Which is a bit annoying, but I don't really have a choice, because I'm not really used to, like, how the new stream setting works. Should be fine, I guess. Just need to get used to it more. Let me just properties. Yeah, this one. And then I'll need to change the settings of the end also to make it match with the hello. Okay, I think this should be good enough. Let's see, just resetting, it's good. Yeah, looks good enough, I guess. This should be the top of the chat. Why couldn't I change the chat though? This is weird. Okay, looks good now. Did I? Let me see. I remember I have DDO. Yeah, that's DDO. This is tiring. I actually don't really like this patch because it forced me to do board quests. Such a waste of time. Because I don't have hello. Because I don't have Promstone on the characters, so it's a bit annoying to do. I think this is big enough. Mm-hmm. Still have like 2 more runs on the script, I think. 2 or 3 more runs. Finally achieved. I did like some runs before opening the stream. Oh, hello. Very rare to see Tempest user nowadays. Okay. I want to save the hero skill charge, so I need to go to chat first. Nice to meet you too. I don't play Tempest, but I played Windwalker before, and I'll say like the acrobat classes are not that easy to play. I have a few friends that play Tempest also. It's not that easy to play. Would like to try the class though, but don't have the funds for it. Hello, welcome to the stream. Oh no, that's sad to hear. Well, you probably should quit DN for a while. Try to pass your exam first, or focus on your study first. Because not really worth for you to fail exam because of DN, I guess. Yeah. Let me just heal above myself first. What? Okay. I'm pretty sure that I'm in iframe when the lightning makes me drop down. It's a bit annoying. Can't really complain though, since that's what I get from playing in the high pin area. Ugh, I cancel my own debuff. Oh really? Like, did a lot of people fail the test? If it's like that, I think you can complain to your teacher. If it's only you, then you probably need to ask like your classmates like how they are doing it. Because if it's working for most people, then you need to try to find the tips for it. Yeah, the test is not that easy, but I think like most of my classes are like those that needs a fast finger, sadly. Ugh. Ugh. I swear, if I had Fremstone, I could have opened the ulti right there. then probably you should ask your instructor to kind of like change it a bit, or give like more help on the course, I guess. Because like it's their job to adjust the course according to like the students also. So if you are not doing well, probably need to tell him or her about it. You can't you just mail your instructor about it, or don't you have an online form for it? Because usually like for university classes, they usually have those form stuff like Piazza or stuff. That was the thing while I'm still studying, and then people ask questions there. Or like at the very least, you can probably mail your instructor about it. They would love to answer your questions. I think it's like your job. Yeah, can understand. Like a lot of people will have problems with online courses, of course. That's why like your instructor will need to adjust accordingly. And then when you see a problem, you need to mail him as soon as possible, so that you can try to talk with your instructor and ask him like what you can do and what he can do for you. Like you really need to mail him if you are not having a good time with the online courses, I guess. Saliga DPS, I think both Jades are usable. BMJ is easier to use though. Okay, again. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Tempest is just in general like not that easy. Like I think both the acrobat classes are like that. And you can also say the same for Patrona classes. They are not that newbie friendly because there's a lot of stuff you need to learn first before playing the class. How to be rich? Work hard. Like you either work hard or you be lucky. Like most of the time, it's easier for you to be lucky than working hard. There's no other choice. Like even in DN, some people go into Watchtower for like 1 hour and they get 10 guide star out of it. 10 guide star is worth like, I don't know, like maybe a year of farming, or maybe like 2 years of farming, grinding in DN. It's easier for you to get lucky than working hard. For myself, I'm not investing in the defense or the magic defense stat. Because with overboost, I can get my defense and magic defense to LB15 cap pretty easily. Like such as I only need like 230k in town to max. So why does the debuff always still work? I think I didn't cancel it early though this time. Yeah, same with Patrona. Like a lot of classes are like that also. I think you can say the same for the Chaser classes like Ripper and Raven. They are like pretty hard to use because of like the class itself have a lot of mechanics and it requires you to have a fast finger. Well, Eric, I think you can just try to send stuff like right now. If you explain it properly in the mail, they like for sure your instructor will be nice and then consider that also. So as long as it's not the last day of the school, that when you talk about it to them, they can do something about it. It's good that it's best if like you tell them the problem as soon as possible, because for like the earlier you tell them, the more stuff they can do for you. Which is why you need to tell them early. It's a bit annoying that like I think I finished around like at least 7k of FTG, and then I don't even get a special quest, like not even co-op or CA or target. I bought Epic Costume in Crystal Shop already. I bought it on my Makinas because it looks good. I didn't buy on Assassin because I already have a musician costume and I don't really like it. But I also didn't buy it for Lancia because it's also ugly. I only like the weapon design for Lancia, but it's also not that good because it doesn't look like a lance, and it's weird if you poke stuff with like spears and stuff as wing grid. So, why? Hello, R. The loading screen, I think, is a good art, but like if you want my personal opinion about it, like I feel like the sausages look like looks like a guy. I couldn't really tell apart the female characters from the male one because of the style of the art. It's not like the artist's problem, but it's just like it looks like that for me. Yeah, it looks like a guy couple, but it's actually like there's actually like 2 females in it, but because of the art style, it looks like guys. Hello.
Ah, I remember the 6 heroes used to store their things here.
Okay.
You shall have the best storage here.
How to find play FD in Trading House or by the hero exploration thingy, which you can get special Earl Grey missions with it, and then there's like 1% chance of you getting the FD plate pouch if you get the FD plate Earl Grey mission. Or you can try to find it in dungeons. It's a very low rate that you can get FD plates in dungeons. So not much choice for getting FD plates. Like the fastest way I can say is just buying it from TH.
This is the historic St. Haven storage. Feel free to look around.
Oh, I didn't transfer the earring.
Storage here.
What am I doing? I wasn't expected that I will forgot to transfer that earring. Like usually I will remember it, but so bad. I actually don't like this playlist though. Let me change one. Find another. I'll just use the usual one I'm using. Oh, this one better a bit. I really don't like the fact that if I use a copyrighted playlist, then I couldn't get monetization from the video.
You shall have the best storage here.
Like I get it, but it's still a bit annoying because I'm stick to like only the non-copyrighted songs.
Your items will be safe here.
You will see me playing the same playlist for a long time.
Here.
I also love water, but I actually like sparkling water more than normal water, because I find like the plain water too boring. I like bubbles in the water more. Hello, welcome to the stream.
Your stuff will be safe from everything, even dragons. Feel free to look around.
I think for my arena I don't need to do the board quest, so I can skip it. Although I still refresh it to make sure that when people run with me they will have to enroll, but since like no one's running with me today, I will just slack a bit and just do quests normally. Oh, I should have do the build submissions just now.
You shall have the best storage.
Need to remember to do it later. I'm not sure if I did it already though. And DS and SE. I will say hello. I'll say SE is in a bad position right now because there's Duelist, which have a better version of debuff, and then there's also Vanguard buff on Duelist. So, like, if you are going to choose between a Duelist and an SE for your raid team, it's more likely that you choose the Duelist instead of the SE. That's like one of the big problems I see now. Like unless SE have like way higher DPS than the Duelist, otherwise if like in raids, it's unlikely that you will want to choose SE over Duelist. Okay, for the beige donation, need to do one more, just in case. Because I don't think they give out the stuff if you just have 5k. Okay. Did I transfer everything? That's what I did. For DS, I heard the new VJ is pretty good damage boost on the class, so I guess it's a pretty good choice for DPS. The only problem with DS I see is that when soloing, you don't really have a good debuff with you. But it's not a big problem in raids. And also DS is very fluid fast. Like she can get out of most situations easily and got a lot of fast casting skills. So I would say it's a pretty good DPS class to play. The only problem is that when you solo, there's not much debuff. There's only like the doll thingy, but it's not a very reliable damage increase debuff. So you can say there's only the crit resist, which is pretty useless for the class. And thoughts on the OE? I didn't look at the FMJ. I mean the VJ. But people say that the VJ looks better than the BMJ. I'm not sure, because I didn't go do the maths and I don't play OE anymore. But I would guess it's like, I think it's usable, I guess. It's not on a bad skill, so I would say it's pretty good. Okay. Let me just slack and do 13. A bit lazy. I think for a Moonlord, BMJ is good enough. Like, you won't want to use VJ unless you have a 200% plate on Cyclone Slash. Otherwise, I will say that the BMJ is better in most cases. Is Duelist a good class to main? Yes, Duelist is a good class to main. Have unique debuff, also have the vendor buff, which only vendor have it. Yeah. Well, I think you can wait for buffs for SE, because they should have buffed her when they give vendors, give Duelist such a high debuff percentage. Compared to the SE curse, which is nerfed to like, I think, very low. Like, it's lower than the Duelist debuff. And it's not even stackable, so I'm pretty sure that they will rework it in the future, but it's just that we don't know when. Because there's a lot of class that need reworks now. No problem. Oh, I didn't cancel it on time. Not really. My throat still hurts, but it's not really bad. It's not as bad as the stomach ache from last stream, so I'll say it's okay. And I think my throat hurts because I didn't sleep much yesterday. No problem. I don't really know about the FDM weapon price, but I would guess it's pretty expensive. Because I see FDM crafts for 15k only, and enhancing yourself shouldn't cost more than 40k, I guess. Not 40k, but like 60k, so it's not really that cheap. I'm pretty sure you can find more cheaper ones, like around like maybe 60k would be a good price. I'm not sure, because I don't really know the FDM price now. It should be lower now because of the vendor event, so you shouldn't buy anything that's over 60k for FDN. Thank you, thank you. Did I not take the chest right now? I don't even know that I have a general on the area though. Don't really remember, but it's okay. Where to farm fast crystal points? Main quest. If you want cheap, it's the only way is main quest. Duelist, yes, she'll wait for the vendor new jade. Yeah, I like the black and lime color, but the thing is, it looks very similar to the musician costume color. So, like for some classes, the musician costume color looks like the design looks way better. So. Like for Makina, the musician costume color looks way better. So I will say, for myself, I really think that for Makina, you shouldn't get the Freaky Bear for green because the musician looks way better. I still get it because I want to collect costumes. So. And then cancel my hero skill. Another thing about the Freaky Bear costume is that the weapon itself is actually paired with the white version of the costume. So it looks like super weird on the dark green and dark pink versions. Which you can say the same for the musician costume, because the weapons of it is for the dark green version. So it looks weird on the blue and the blue white and also dark purple versions. You are asking too much. It confirmed will be some costume that doesn't sell well. Cause good looking costume they usually put into cash shop instead, so that they can earn more money. They only put the ugly costumes in the like web events, cause no one wants to buy it. I don't think Mara is a good choice for main if you want a safe choice. Like, you should always go away from pure DPS classes, and also I will say maybe go away from like DPS classes in general, well, especially like spin-offs. You shouldn't play any spin-off if you want a good choice for main, because spin-offs are very scary, as in like when they get nerfed, you couldn't drop to other classes at all. Thanks for a subscription. So I really don't recommend anyone to play a spin-off main. Like, if you want to see a good example of it, will be BP. Like my BP, I was using BP until the start of the DJ era, which is like last year. Then I was forced to play another class because of like BP being shit for like almost a year. If you play spin-off classes, that's like what you need to endure, because you couldn't switch classes, so it's really annoying. Thank you for subscription. like legit just stay away from spin-off classes. Like unless you really like the class, you love the class, or you have a lot of money, you don't care if your class got nerfed, then you should play spin-off classes. Otherwise, I don't recommend anyone to play, even if they are strong. Because all you need is a 30% nerf on your main DPS skill, or a nerf on the CD, then you will be a shit class. So yeah, don't play spin-off classes. Thanks for subscription. I think we're really close to 4K subs. Let me see. I think if we reach 4K subs, I will say maybe I will start continuing my Gust guide, which is stuck in the S1 right now. I don't really have like incentive for me to update it, but I should. So if we reach 4K subs, I will start updating that, I guess. Yeah, like you shouldn't play spin-off because they are, once they are nerfed, it's very hard for them to come back. I know he's not rich, but it's more like a lot of stuff that resulted in that, which I couldn't say on stream because it's a bit complicated and it's a bit personal for him and also for the people who are sharing the account. Once we reach 4K subs, I will start making the S2 and S3 guides for Gust. Of course, I will need to record like some new stuff for it, but I guess I can do it I think I can do it like today. Yeah, once we reach 4K subs, I will start making the new one. Actually, finding the chat looks a bit weird. Could I move the chat? How's Impacker? I will say pretty nice right now. Like, not pretty nice right now, but she's okay. She's an okay class now. Won't say she's the best DPS class ever. She's not the best DPS class ever, but she's in a good position now. After VJ, she might be one of the strongest Makinas out of the Makina classes. Nah, it's only 4K for the guide because I need to update it anyways. The VJ Impactor is really nice, I can say for sure. I think I should probably make the chat higher a bit. Impactor is really fun, and I would say the BJ solved like one of the biggest problems for the class, which is the cast speed of Intense Shock. Yeah, a lot of people play ML, but you can't really argue. Like, I'll say one of the safest classes actually ML. Like, it's never at a very bad position. It's always at around like tier 1 or the highest tier for the class. I'm not sure like why, but it's always like this for the class. Like, even back when the DJ era, where ML is pretty shit, he's still in a good position. That's how strong the class is. Underrated classes, I will say Ring Grid, Impactor. Those two are actually underrated classes since not much people play it. Like, a lot of people think Impactor is shit in the BMJ patch, when it's actually okay. It's not that bad, as people think. Then there's also, I guess, Sniper, also a bit underrated for a while. Now more people is playing the class, so it's not as underrated as before. Then there's also, I think, probably that's all, I guess, for now. I couldn't really think of a class that's like really good that no one's playing now. Old one as in the epic version. If it's the epic version, it's the same one with this one. If it's not epic, then it's different. Why Ring Grid? Ring Grid is pretty underrated. Like, in C, you can say like there's only like a few people playing it. Before I played it, there's no one that plays the class as the main. Like, most Ring Grid players just go to main Ring Grid when STG ranking anyways. Hello. Yeah, Buster underrated, but it's actually not that strong though. It's not that strong also. It's more like a support class. Like, support classes are support classes. Yeah, Avalanche everywhere. Most people play Ava because Ava has a pretty good STG ranking, but you can see that she's not that strong in combat. It's only good in like STG, I think. Because STG boss won't move that much, so it's more likely for you to do some proper combos for the class. Play dancer, kind of, but not really, because like there's always spirit dancer. Like, cause spirit dancer too strong, so no one really plays play dancer. So it's not really underrated. It's like the other branch of the class makes it weak. It's actually okay as a DPS, but if you look at spirit dancer, then it's not underrated. It's really bad compared to spirit dancer. Yeah, you can use the O1 to enhance it. Like the classes I say just now, like Rain Grid isn't necessarily worse than Avalanche. And then Sniper is actually stronger than Artillery and stuff. Yeah, most people play Inqui because Inqui got a high STG ranking. That's why. But it's not actually not that strong. The main thing about Inqui is that it's easy to play, so a lot of people like it. It's just like Vinag Plaga when it first released, because it's pretty easy to play, and then it has like decent DPS. That's why a lot of people is playing it. Which is good for newbies, because they really need a class that's easy to play with high DPS to farm faster. Yes, I think if properly geared is a yes. But it's just that not much people play the class. Like, you can't really say that Rain Grid is bad, because you don't see other people except me playing it in raids. So, it's more like whether you are geared enough for the class to go into raids. It's same for all the classes except for supports. Like, you can't really go into raids without any gears. Once you're geared enough, you can go into raids with any classes. So there's not really much class discrimination in raids, because once you reach the DPS requirement of the raid, then it doesn't really matter like which class you use. Of course, you couldn't say that, oh, I cleared LB 14 and I want to go into, for example, Ghost Dragon raid. People won't accept you. People just won't accept you. Even if you are an Inqui or a Lord or Avalanche or whatever the popular classes are. If your DPS requirement isn't at the raid recommendations, then no one will take you. Hello, hello. Like, most of the DPS in the current version is still heavily based on the gears. The class doesn't make that much of a difference. It does, but it doesn't make that much. Like, you can get into any raids as long as you can clear LB 15 STG. So have that in mind. C server. Best ice stacker class, I will say Alestra. I think VJ for DA is pretty nice. Doesn't heal anymore. I think that maybe they remove it if it doesn't heal. Spirit Dancer still heals. You can just look at the skill description. I think when I was playing it, there's no heals on the class already. I think so. Actually, it's been a long time since I played. I will just open the skill description for a BD just to see. Because I'm pretty sure for SD it still heals. But weird that they didn't do the heals for BD though. Check Kali. That's true. Is RC and NA super different in terms of population? Yeah. Okay, there's a BD. It still heals though. Like the Breeze Call Dance still heals you, just like the Illusion Dance. So probably you didn't do it properly. Like you didn't use the Breeze Call Dance. There's no more heals for dance, but it's still on the skill description though, which is weird. I'm pretty sure the heals for SD is still there. There's a tier list for that. You can check my July tier list. My opinion still as the same. I didn't change. How to unlock Awakened skill? There's an Awakened mission where you can get after 93. I think 90, yeah, after level 90. Yeah, the Breeze Call Dance heals. You can just look at the skill description. It says it heals. Want to play together? Not really. I have too many characters to do, so I couldn't play with viewers. You wouldn't want to play DM for fun when you have like 5 characters to farm every day. Yeah. The dance thing, the Illusion Dance and Breeze Call give 7% heal. Oh yeah, the thing is that skill is removed, but the Breeze Call Dance still heals. There's only the Elf and the Minotaur dance now. Yeah. Elf is for additional damage, and then Minotaur is for additional attack. How many FDJs so far? 0 on the rain grid, 0 on the defense seal, 1 on Rena, and 1 on Ripper. Actually, no. The elf buff counter starts from 70%, I think, 80 or 70%. The goddess hell only happened after 50%, so that's the difference. How many days? I'm not sure because they changed the amounts. You can amount for the leveling up. For one clear, if you didn't get any additional stuff, you get 50 frags. So you can calculate that by yourself, I guess. Why didn't they change SB again? Because he bought his stuff back. He bought his DJ back. That's why. BJ or BJ for Lingard, BMJ or BJ for Lingard. I would say BJ is better, not BMJ. BJ is better. BMJ is okay, but BJ have longer CD, which makes it better for the class because you will be able to put more fillers inside without losing too much DPS. Yeah. You can find a good guild. If you don't want to find a guild that early, you can also just do main quest and hunt for the goddess helmet first if you haven't do that yet. Because eventually you will need to do that. Oracle OE is okay, but the thing is it's a spin-off class. Spin-off class isn't good for maining because you couldn't change class with spin-off classes. So once the class is nerfed or neglected for too long, it will be bad. Like really, just don't use spin-off classes as main, because usually it won't end well. Like if you are planning to play for a long time, don't use spin-off classes as main. Good for you. I don't really like Defensio though. I like Rena more because of the playstyle. Defensio is just a lot of like space thinking, so that's why I don't like her. Like the skill cost from Defensio is really slow, so it's a bit hard for you to dodge stuff even if you want to. If you dodge stuff, you lose a lot of DPS, unlike Rena. Rena can just walk away from the class and stuff. A lot of classes can a lot of classes really depends on your piloting. Like in general, if you are comparing DPS, look first at the pilot. Like whether you know like what the boss is doing, whether you know how to dodge attacks, and whether you are familiar with your class. I don't play Valorant. Why I not play Impactor? Cause I don't have the gears for it, and I didn't make an Impactor BMJ. I made defensive BMJ instead. Hello, hello. Yeah. Like I was a BP main before. Look where I am now. I'm playing defensive. I don't have the funds for it. I would like to play it if I have funds for the class. I couldn't play the class because I don't have a plus 15 BMJ for plus 15 BJ for Impactor, and I also don't have a plus 15 FDN Hardcore for Impactor too. Let's see. Specials. I don't know who is that, but okay. Is that a good thing? It's really hard. Like for me, I didn't see the plate mission since like for the whole day yesterday. Although I did like five of my characters, but Undead got it in the first mission reroll. So it really depends on your luck. It's 1% on paper. So around like 100 mission rerolls, you will get one. Not actually reroll, but refresh. Let me just reroll the quest right now since I changed to this one. Well, I got everything on here. It's really hard. Like 1% looks high at it, but it's also very low. For some people, it takes them like 2 or 3 missions to reroll it, but for people who are unlucky like us, it will take 100 or maybe 1,000 rerolls. Oh really? That's good to know. It's weird though, because like my voice doesn't sound like how I sound in stream, because I try to make my voice lower whenever I'm talking. So it's weird that someone sounds like my lowered voice. Finish it for Crystal. And also, not only Crystal, like there's also a title reward for it. If you didn't get the title reward yet, you should get it. The mod issue, I talk about it on the community tab, you can look at it. I won't respond to it anymore. Where am I from? I'm from Canada. Yeah, like it really depends on your luck. It's not really like how high the rate is. I'm trying to hunt it on my BP, but you know, I didn't get any special quests on my BP despite rerolling like 20 or 30 of the quests. It's pretty sad. Not really. But I did went to NA server for fun for like a few weeks. I didn't play there for very long though because I need to focus on C. You can see like some of the characters I use still in NA have the same IGN as the ones I'm using in C. It's an account function, so if you see them online, it's probably who I'm using. Occasionally, I go to NA server to pilot stuff for them. Glad that it helped you. Like, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people just copy my build. And then they just put the goddess plate on it. And I'm like, well, you shouldn't do that. Any tips? Can look at Undead. Undead is a free-to-play player. You can look at his gears. This is a free-to-play player here. Let me just show you his gear. Okay, this is a free-to-play player here. You can do this if you are free-to-play with full conversions also. So it's not doable. It takes you years to farm it. VP, Gus, Mount, and Wings. My VP doesn't have the Gus Dragon mount. It's on my defense seal and in the storage of my VP. I didn't open it yet, but it's from Honor Gus event from first clearing the raid in the home server. So yes, I first clear Gus Honor with VP. And Gus Honor is a mode where the gears doesn't matter, so you can enter with like characters with like no gears, and it will deal the same damage as those with gears. Yeah, the thing is, it's hard for you to get 200%. Like, I was aiming for flow through 200% for my arena, but end up I get defensio. So, take defensio and impactor. And then I decided to change to defensio because I feel like I would need the defense buff instead of the critical damage passive for gearing in future. Which Jade? I will suggest VJ, although I will be using BMJ, but I will suggest you to use VJ. No, I'm not the type that keeps on changing class though. You can see the classes that I play right now is almost the same as what I played before. The only difference is that I didn't play Impactor anymore. I played Defensive and Arena instead. I'm not the type that changed my class a lot based on the meta. And now it's even harder to do it, so I won't do it anymore. Instead of changing classes, I would rather make a new character for the new class I want to play. Which is why I'm playing on 5 characters instead of 1. Like even the BP, I didn't abandon it. My BP is still geared. Just for your info, it's still geared. Even if I didn't play him anymore. I am the owner of it's all in the same account, so of course I'm the owner. New main, unlikely, cause of how the new Jade works and how the Evil Jurian stuff works. I couldn't change mains anymore, so I'm stuck as a defensive main forever. But I will gear my subs to like around the same level as my Ripper. It won't be anything stronger. It will just be about the same. Throw away the FDN ring. No one will want it, and you shouldn't take it also. You should have kept it though, and then just spread that you are sorry. Like people will know that you didn't do it on purpose because you need FTG for you are losing FTG because of that also. Okay. For the person who's asking if I'm the owner of Skogulus and Renburier, yes, you can see those are all in the same account. I'm also the owner of Hestilar and Spalathina. It's all my characters. What can you say? Of course, the 200% plate is always better than CD plate at plus 15. Yeah, I will say accessories and armors first. Armors, not really. Accessories, bigger increase. Armors is just if you like fashion, take armor first. Because having full convergence allow you to wear a lot of stuff. Hello, no you are OP, I'm not. I should just wait and then invite me. Well, I should look if I actually got Alnas here. You can use 162% at all. I think like all enhancements of your Jade. Like 162 is good for plus 15 also. 200 is the best. Like you can use it and still gain a lot of damage after 15. For plus 10 you need 107 and higher. For plus 14 you need at least 131. I think plus 13 or plus 14 you need at least 131. But yeah. Well, cause there's the new like box, so that you need to get likes from other people. That's why people are selling likes. Am I a full-time gamer? No, I still work. I would like to be one though, but I don't have enough money for it. Yeah, no, it's because of the new like boxes stuff. But actually, people have been doing that for a long time, but they just don't sell it that often now. Like I remember seeing a lot of like service back in May, I think. Oh no, I want to sneeze now. So bad. Since when? I started playing DNC around like 2 years ago. So I entered at around the start of the FDN era. doesn't it hit like this? What's this? Okay. And that's her eminence lagging. No problem. Oh, congrats! That's good to hear. You're very lucky. Do many top players buy gold? I will say a lot of them do. Like at least. Oh, there's no gold for it. Is RM underrated class? No, it's just it's bad. It's bad. It's really bad. This is another reason you shouldn't play spin-off classes. Like RM was actually pretty good before the DJ and BMJ patch, but after each patch it becomes weaker and weaker because it doesn't have a proper Jade. If I'm forced to play a new main, what class would it be? I think probably Impactor, because I'm interested in the class. Like interested in the VJ. Like legit majorities of the top players buy gold. Not all of them, but majorities of them do. What map? CIV. That's what people usually farm. Reason for CIV is because it's the shortest map in the end. It won't happen though. Delete one of my characters? It will be the subs that I'm not even using. Probably I will delete the Arc Heretic. Not the Arc Heretic because it has the title. Maybe the I'll say maybe one of the LFs I have. Probably the Sub Ripper I have since I'm not even using it anymore. Am I excited for the new Saint Haven? If it doesn't give me more FPS drop in DC, I will be excited for it. If it does, then not really. Yeah, most people in pay-to-win games are definitely buying because they want to keep on the top, and to be on the top, you either need like insane luck or you need like or you need like a lot of money. Technically, you can buy luck with money in play-to-win games, so that's how like most people are using gold to buy like real money to buy gold and stuff. Yeah, you can see that I'm gearing my BP back already. So it's a yes. I know, but it's very hard to explain because it differs class from class, and you will need to do a lot of testing for it. So can't really teach because most of it's just like testing stuff instead of really calculating. Dungeon hunt? No, I'm not doing dungeons in this patch. Probably will do dungeons when there's the new plate patch, but now not really. Now it's better for me to do nests. Specs, 970M for the graphics card, and then I think my CPU is i7, 4000 something hertz. Forgot. It's a laptop, so don't expect much. Laptop from 5 years ago, to be specific. I bought already. Can see you later. There's a rabbit you can get. You can see my next run, so you can see where to get it. Yeah, it's okay. I will be doing my defensive now. Look, this is the musician set you're asking. I feel the green one looks best on all my defensive. I really like the dark color schemes. The white one I don't really like because it doesn't match with the calls. You're lucky, you get to see my last one. Okay. Teach you the Not really. I just press ads because there's a lot of people watching. You'll see me do this a lot when I remembered. So you want to enter the Temple Knight training ground, which is where your old hero battlefield entrance and also where the Guild Push crystal nest is located at. Then you go to the end, which is at 6 o'clock. You can see this rabbit, talk to it. Entry tickets here. Just buy it, then you can enter. Crystal points from main quest or disassembling costumes. problem. Raining Blossom buff. How to get it? Join a guild that is rank top 5 in the Raining Blossom arena rankings. And then you will want to, I would say, probably get 5k contributions right now per 2 weeks per each season. So you can see there's contribution required for ranking reward. You can see the ranking rewards here. So you will want to get 5k points for each season to get the ranking rewards. Then after getting the 5k points, you can get the Raining Blossom stone. This is the top 1 stone, so it looks like this. I'm not sure. So now it's 0%, but if I so it's not directly 30%. It's 30% of your current defense. Interesting. Actually, I have no idea how it works. Yes, it's true. You will want a very high hertz single core CPU. Because DN also only work on single core. There's no need to get double core for it. How much gold? If a lot of people is playing, then it will likely be like 60k to 70k for VP, or even 100k. Depends on how much people are playing the class. Yeah, cause of how did I put it? Cause of the new themes, and they add like too much stuff inside the game now. Gotcha. He is sometimes the GM. Sometimes. But if you want to ask like how and guild stuff works, I'm the one that's responsible for most of the rules making and also the rules enforcing. Most of the announcements inside the guild you can see is made by either me or Icicle Rain. It's like either one of us. No, this is Daily Banquet. It is old content that's always reused. It's been there since I think 80 cap or something. But for new players, this is a new mode, and you go in to get dimensional stuff. I think what's it called again? Dimensional. Where is it? Oh, dimensional pieces to get cubes to enhance your elemental talisman. Is Eden an international guild? Yes. Sure. Feel free to DM me if you wanted to discuss in game. Yeah, fragment. Any requirement to join Eden, apply early. You need to apply back in I think this year's May, like before May, because we are still recruiting people back in May. If you want to apply now, sorry, it doesn't work because we no longer accept people from outside. You can only get inside the guild within the referral program, which is an in-guild thing for the members to invite their friends. So basically for now, if you want to join, you need to find an Eden member that's willing to do the referral program for you. Yeah, sure. But I will be running for a long time though. So you can just DM me, and then I will reply after my stream ends if that's fine for you. Will probably be like 2 or 3 hours later, if it's okay. I will just reply in DM. Won't talk about it on stream, so it should be fine, I guess. Okay, if you want to do in-game now, it's okay also. Why is he going everywhere? Why is he upset? I don't really know like why a lot of people is just asking, oh, is someone upset that he's not the top 1 anymore? Hesti, why are you not top 1? Why don't you have EOD? Like none of your business. And why will you be upset on a ranking? It's nothing. It doesn't really matter. I believe it. Let me see if I have enough. No difference. There's like no point getting the top 1 of the class unless you want posters. No difference at all. So it's just getting the top one for the class. Main gears, a lot of stuff. I would say the JDS and also the weapons. The Jade and the weapons, that are the main reason. Mostly the Jade, the goddess stuff, and the weapons. I think so. Ripper is a pretty high DPS. Even Raven can out DPS Ripper in some situation right now. Like outside of STG. I think even OF will out DPS Ripper. No. The exactly is Aussie Boy, if you remember. The owner now is Aussie Boy, which is an Inqui before, Inqui player. I think you can kind of find his character here. Not sure if it's still there. He probably wiped the record, but he's the Aussie Boy, Inqui. Card. The old version I remember is around like 100k. The new version I'm not sure, because I haven't do the new version yet. The old version you can get 100k when you finish all the main quests. Not per chapter, but the whole main quest. Am I Asian? Yes, I'm Asian. Goddess not really. Goddess is a very big boost to DPS, especially the helmet and the shoe. The other parts you can use Minos and it will be better, but the helmet and shoe is irreplaceable if you are using the skill G. Okay, I will reply to you later. After the stream, of course. If you like the costume, then yes. No problem. I don't know. I think so. Why are you so interested in Somi? Are you his fan or are you his secret fanboy? Like, I don't understand you, like, why are you asking about him on my stream when it's me that's streaming? It's a bit weird for you to ask about other people. Like, ask so much. If it's like 1 or 2 questions, it's okay, but it's like all the questions you're asking is about him. Why don't you just ask him yourself? Sure. You can PM Undead. He will reply you. Just tell him that you have Gen and co-op. Yeah, like why are you asking about him on my stream? You can just ask him yourself. Yeah, then you should ask him instead of me. Go ask on his channel. Don't ask on me. It's pretty bad. Cause I wouldn't know about his stuff that much. I'm not edgy, and I'm not like I don't know him IRL. He's just my raid mate and my guild mate. Do you know everything about the people you play with? Probably no. Why don't you just ask him yourself since you have a YouTube channel? It's not that like he doesn't have a channel and you must ask through me. You can just ask him on his channel. No, it's kind of annoying that every time, like, some people just always ask the same question. Oh really, they nerf it so much. Like, before it wasn't that bad. Before, I remember the earliest version they give you like 100k. If it's so bad right now, then yeah, it's not worth doing. Yeah, the old version you get 150k. I remember it's 100k something. If the new one is that bad, then probably you should just buy from players. I still don't know, like, why do they nerf it so hard though? I don't use NordVPN. If they sponsor me, I might use it. I love sponsorship. If they give me sponsorship, I would use it. I don't play VPN. I don't play DM with VPN. Always welcome sponsorship, but I doubt like anyone would want to sponsor a DN stream since like there's so few viewers for the game. I'm pretty sure like no one will want to sponsor the end streamers on stuff. Why? Why does it move away? The funny thing about this is that like ED doesn't really want to collaborate with like DN YouTubers, or like at least like the bigger entertainers for the game. Like they should have do that if they want their if they really want to promote their game, but they don't. Instead of they make it like the most they do is making the vendor Facebook stream stuff, which is a bit like okay. Like it's good that they are starting to interact with the community, but it's not really helping that much. Cause like not much people will want to view like random streams, to be honest. Like really not much people want to view like random streams. And then you just get a lot of people streaming and no one will click into it. I think so. I don't know. I didn't do the event because I don't use FB. But I still think I'll put it this way. I feel the event is pretty lame. Not only DNA, like a lot of DNs are dead. Yeah, there's like little to no interaction for the game. Like I will say, for at least for DNC, we don't really see our GM a lot. You see Lauren more on NA than on C. Like Lauren doesn't even care about C. She doesn't even online on C or interact with the community. I think a big reason of this is the community being very toxic to her. But like it's expected because you don't even interact with the community. So if you don't interact with the community, no one will give you a good face. So it's kind of like their fault for like people doesn't want to see our GMs that much, because they don't even interact with the community. So when they want to interact with the community, it will be very hard because people are not used to talking with them. Yeah, the DNC is more popular than other servers because C is generally a big area compared to other places. Like for NA, there's not much people playing DN because of the old scandals. There's like a bunch of scandals for NA, such as the GDN LJ selling, and there's also the mass banning for one of the events, the best hero tournament or something. And then there's also like I heard like it's just that there's like a lot of fucked up stuff happening in NA, so that's why a few people quit. And then once you get like people quitting the game, then it's very hard to get in back already. kind of the same issue with TDN. Like, a lot of people like the game, but a lot of people quit because of how the publisher treated the game, or just how the community is. So once you get people quitting the game, it's very hard to get them back again. Well, they don't want to properly interact with the C community because like they are scared of getting toxic comments from the players, which happened in the first place because they don't even talk to the players. Yeah. Then because they are scared of the players being toxic, so they don't really interact with us. Like how do I know about it? Because I heard in NA that you can get banned for talking shit at Lauren. Imagine if Lauren does that in C, how much people will get banned? Like, Lauren can ban you in NA because of you talking shit to her. Imagine if that happened in C. Like, it's same with like one of the older GMs. I forgot which one is it. It's either a PM or a GM. Yeah, like, a lot of people will get banned. That's why they don't want to interact with C, because they couldn't stand like players telling them the truth that they are not doing a good job for the game. Yeah, like, it's often for the GMs to just ban people because they talking shit about them. Like, it's not even like very offensive stuff, like such as calling them the B word, calling them the blue word, or whatever. That's very impolite. It's nothing like that. It's just telling them that you are doing a bad job, and then I don't like it. Then they will react badly to it. So that's why, like, I think Lauren doesn't want to come to C to interact with players. But even though if that's the case, they should at least like interact with the like at least the top players or the popular players to show that they still care about the game. Like, you don't need to interact with the whole community. You only need to interact with one of the few people, and then maybe let the players hold an interview for the GM. Then maybe it will be better. There's like so much stuff they could have do, but they didn't do. Well, for DN it's not the case, which I don't know why. Like, there's so much stuff they could have do. Like, they just need to maybe go just find a popular DN channel, maybe like, for example, maybe Speako League or the Gena Gaming. Just find those people, and then just find them in game, talk with them in game, do an interview in game. Then people will be like, wow, this is so cool. You got to talk to the GM. They must care about us or something. You don't need to interact with the players themselves. You just need to interact with one of the popular popular content producers. Then it will be very good already. Like, you must know that people won't be happy with you and your game. Like, even for me as a content creator, people doesn't like me that much. Like, a lot of people complain about me. because of like me being sassy sometimes, or just me being not a free-to-play player, or just me being in the spotlight. Like people will complain no matter what. You need to recognize that. It's not like ignoring everything won't give you like better results, which is why I don't understand like why they are doing this. They are just ignoring the C community for most of the time. It's pretty stupid in my opinion, but it's ED that's controlling it. We can't do anything. Like, they won't even listen to suggestions. Like, I send them a lot of tickets on how they should improve their game or improve the STG content, like the rankings, the events. They never take anything seriously. They don't even give a shit. That's what I will say. Like, I even said that they could have like do more measures to prevent people from cheating, because like for those contest type events, it's not really good if you have people cheating in the contest. Well, they didn't give a shit, so nothing we can do about it. It just showed that how much they care about the game. The spoilers, they don't care. They don't give a shit about it. They only care about how much money they can get from it. Yeah.
This is the historic St. Haven storage.
And then you see they ban me back in FM for just doing like FM runs with guildies or just carrying my friends in FM. They banned me for like 7 days for it, and I'm like, you don't ban the botters, you don't ban the bug abusers, you don't ban people who hack the game. You ban people who are just doing content normally, and then got banned because of you being shit and like patch updating and mess up the stuff. Okay, sure. Like, I will say they are doing a good job for the game. Like, at least the C community looks pretty good. Like, a lot of the events are not that bad, but they could have do better. You can just find like probably any C players to do the events, and they will probably do a better job than them. That's how bad they are. And the most annoying thing for this patch is that their patch note translation quality is even worse than Google Translate. You can get a more accurate translation of the current patch notes by throwing the Korean patch notes to Google Translate. I think still better than Ixon. Better as in they don't care. They don't give a shit to everything. So that's why it's better. Yes, BP is going to be pretty good after the VJ patch.
Items will be safe here.
See ya.
You shall have the best storage here.
No problem. Like legit, there's so much stuff they could have done to make see a better server. Like it's like they are taking the GM and PM stuff without interacting with the players. It's like they don't even care about the server is the thing. The only time they will reply to us is when they fuck up the cash shop. Let me relock this. But yeah, I will say, like, if they can just, they don't need to interact with all of the players. Like I will say again, they don't need to interact with all of the players. They only need to interact with like a certain individuals in the server that are high profile, either a content creator or a famous whale. Either of them will work. They won't do it at all. The only time they will approach you is when like you report something that's wrong with your cash shop. I'm like, ugh, okay. It's like pretty stupid in that way, because the whole community, like so much people, they just ignore. No, you can't. You can't. Let me show you again. You really can't.
Ah, I remember the 6 heroes used to store their things here.
Okay, you can't.
Your journey. Store your items here.
Yeah, they reply like bot messages, which is stupid. For Glad, I think the VJ will be better. Like, although I know like player GMs tend to be chaotic, but if they monitor their game a bit, it will be better. Like at least like have 1 or 2 player GMs while monitoring like how they like what they are doing in their account will be good. See ya later. But I do know that ED doesn't like player GMs that much because of how much problem it causes in other servers. Like for example NA. And also there's also a lot of big scandals about player GMs in TDN also. I'm going to stay with whatever class I have right now. I won't change class anymore. VJ, yes, VJ. FMJ equals to VJ. The correct name for it is VJ, it's not FMJ. Because they changed the name. It's called VJ, like Vengerjade or whatever. But then again, if you think about it, C is doing pretty well without GMs or PMs interfering. So at least it won't get worse than now, I guess. There's like legit goods and bad with like the GMs and PMs not giving a shit to the community. The good part is that I won't get banned for streaming with mods on. And a lot of people won't get banned for streaming with mods on. So the good part is that. The bad part is that they don't really listen to the community voices. I do think the answering 100 question interview thing is pretty good, but a lot of questions that they should have answered, they didn't. They purposely selected the questions that are easy to answer. They go away from the questions that are harder to answer is the thing. Like I like in that event, I remember I asked about what are they going to do to the FPS drop in Ghost Dragon, because currently the rate is near to unplayable for a lot of people if they don't use mods. But then they, in the user agreement, it said that you are not supposed to use mods on the game. I didn't get any reply, by the way. Hello. Yeah, Jade. I thought it's Finn, but it's Bird. Whatever, I just call it VJ now. At my arena, if I have funds, yes, but I don't have funds, so I will just stick with DJ. It's not that bad with DJ also. Wait, do I have TPN? I do have, yeah, I have TPN. Yeah, you would be the first one. Like even the KDM people are using mods because of like how bad the game is in general. Where do I came from? I'm from Canada. Also, so I don't need to waste my. Do I have Instagram? No, I don't like my personal information on the internet, so I don't want to share stuff like that, and I also don't have those stuff. I do know if I share my if I do have an FB or an Instagram, I will get a lot of people harassing me. There's people harassing me in the YouTube chat already. Imagine if I have an Instagram or whatever social media with my pictures. Confirm we'll get tons of people harassing me. Game account? I also don't have those stuff. Why do you want a game account Instagram though? That's so weird. What mods are useful? Effect reduction mods, for example. There's also mods that will make your damage high. There are those mods. I saw them in work before. So I can confirm those stuff exist. I don't have them. Or else you will see me being top 1 SCG. But there are those mods. Where do you download Mac Reviews mod? Google. You can find effect reduction mods on Google very easily. There's this website called DM Modix, where just in general the DM modding Reddit. Those places got a lot of resources you can look into for FPS improvements mods. Don't use mods though, because you might get banned if you use them. Unless you have a death wish like me. Runs, PKN. Oh, people actually want to see like gaming accounts Instagram. That's so weird. I can consider making one, but I won't be maintaining it. It likely will end up like how my Twitter ends. Like I don't even update my Twitter anymore. Exactly. They should have improved their games, but they won't do it. I asked them in the anniversary questions, and they ignore me. It's like they don't even care about the game. Yeah, DM Modex. There's also the DM modding Reddit where you can find it. Generally, there's a lot of places you can find the mods. You can just Google DM mods and you can see tons of them. If you want the ones that I'm using, there's some information on the community tab. You can look at it and you will realize why I can share it. How's my pin? My pin is shit. 354 ms like usual. How do you play like this? It's doable in PvE. Like my pin is always like going from like 200 to 350 something if I'm not using VPN. If I'm using VPN, it will be slightly better. Sorry, I will be slacking a bit on the run because those two people have too much damage. I don't see the point of me DPSing. They're going to win me anyways. It's good that I can slack though. Don't mind. Hello, welcome to the stream. Surprisingly, DN is really good. Like, at least in PvE, you won't really notice a difference with the pin. Like, not a big difference. Like, when I play on NA versus when I play on C, the pin issue isn't that big. It's only very obvious when there's like certain conditions. such as you are getting hit consistently or constantly by a DOT damage source, then you will get pulled back. But that's the only time where I notice is the FPS drop issue. Not the FPS drop, but the pin issue. FPS drop is still the main thing that's annoying for the end. The pin, not really. For PvP it's another thing, but for PvE it's mostly the FPS drop that's limiting your inputs and stuff. It's not really the pin. NT. Where's my T in this? But yeah. Like, I think for ED, the reason that we are having such bad FPS drop is because they don't have enough people to test out the game for them. Will Impact VJ be better than defensive BMJ? I guess yes. Yes, I think full screen will give you better FPS. At least that's like what I see for me. It gives you better FPS because I think in full screen your computer won't be doing that much background task, so it doesn't need to render those stuff. That's why it gives better FPS because there's less loads to your GPU and also CPU, I guess. I'm not really sure though, because I'm not professional on this, but that's the case for the end. You know that most of the DN performance is based on your CPU, not the GPU. You can play DN with a pretty shit GPU and it will be fine. Oh my god, my HP. It's so scary. The Impactor VJ by the numbers looks better than Defensio BMJ already. But whether it's better than Defensio, I'm not sure, because I won't be playing her. Hello, how may I help you? Hello, hello. How can I help you? Thank you for your support. Really appreciate it. why this assassin character screams that much? Only Ripper. Ripper screams a lot because of the ashes. And where do you download DM Modex, or just Google DM mods? You can find it. If you don't even know how to Google, then I can't really help you. Okay, let me clean my archives for a bit first. Yeah, Ripper's like that. I don't have fixed schedule stream time. Who's my most close friend in Eden? All about the same. We are all my friends, so there's not really big difference. Like, I'm not really close to anyone. I don't have IRL friends playing DN is the thing. How many cores? On average around 100. I think 100, around 100 from 14 to 15. If you want to ask about the whole 10 to 15, then it's around like 200 on average. The worst one is my Defensio. From 14 to 15, I use around 200 cores. My Rena used 92 cores or 93 cores. My main grid used total 51 cores from 10 to 15. My Ripper, someone sponsored me, but he used, I think, around like 150 cores from 14 to 15. He didn't manage to 15. I add another 20 cores and then it's 15. So total around like 170 cores for the Ripper one. On average, it's around like 100 cores-ish for Jade from 14 to 15. If it's from 11 to 15, then it's around 200-ish on average. What's my opinion on October event? A bit boring. They could have do better, in my opinion. How can you be the very best? Sleep! You will be everything you want to be in your dreams. Not really. Most of the 14 to 15 is in multiple settings. I think some are like 1 month long of clicking. Some are 2 weeks. My arena, I think I remember I clicked for around like 1 or 2 months, maybe even more. Really forgot like how long I clicked. I remember I finished the 15 very. Oh wait, still have 1 more. I have it on. Yes. Go. Yes, sleep is the best. I dream of getting like plus 18 FD in hardcore on my defense seal in my sleep, in my dreams. And I dream of like I remember back when I'm enhancing the arena Dream Jade, I have so much dreams about I managed to click the 15 with like 5 cores. Then when I woke up, I go click 5 cores, I'll fail. Like in the dream, anything will happen. Especially for like Jade enhancing. I dream a lot about it. You can know that how stressful it is for me. Like the arena one is legit like a nightmare. Yeah, my arena is plus 16 FDN. It's not hardcore, so that's not that good. C mods. I think all mods are the same, but and they have like more like better regional mods because of a lot of good modders are in NA. For C, there's not really that much good modders, or like we do have, but they just don't want to share their work. Superstitions? Not really. For Jade enhancing, no. But for weapon enhancing, I usually like to just straight click to 14. If it's like 14 or lower, I will just straight click in one sitting to 14 if possible. I won't stop or break anything. If it go from 11, 12, 13, I will just straight click 14. That's how I do, and that's how Undead got his 14. It's me clicking on it. Hello, Gibbs. High purity cores. Of course it's high purity, it's not normal cores. Fastest way, open cash shop, and then top up, I think 30k CC in your account, and then buy the crystal points from there. That's the fastest way. Otherwise, I don't see a faster way than this. Best way is just you buy from cash shop or you buy from players. If you want to farm it, there's not really a good way to farm it right now because they nerfed the main quest CP already. Do I plan to get plus 20? Are you going to sponsor me? If you are going to sponsor me, I don't mind. I don't have money for it. Yeah, cash shop is the best way. There's no, like, if you want to farm in-game, it's really hard. It will take you like months. ring. I still have ring grid to do, and then I can do my main. Why does the end so grinding right now? I don't like so much grind. I don't even have a special quest. What's this? Okay, there's a target, which is not bad, but I will still reroll it. Oh, that's the end. Can't even use it. The end, there is only one quest. Not that bad though. Double HP of STG 17. And then you will have like another floor of penalties on you. So you will need, I think, around like 3.6 M or even 3.7 M of CTP. I think around 3.65 M of CTP. And then the crit you will need will be 1.2 M crit. And then I think FD will be almost like 24k FD if you want for LV17. I mean 18.
I remember the 6 heroes used to store their things here. Your items will be safe here. Travel light for your journey. Store your items here.
Thanks for your love. Appreciate it. Okay, it's time to play Ring Grid. Almost finished. When I finish, I can go sleep. It's almost the end of my suffering of doing nest every day. Not really, but doing nest for today. Actually, I don't know like what time is it for me now. It's actually still early, but I would like to sleep early too. Because my throat isn't feeling too well. I think I got some infection at like a side of my throat due to like sleeping late and stuff. Okay. Just park my grid.
Welcome. Your items will be safe here. Travel light for your journey. Store your items here.
Thanks for donation.
From Slakai.
Thanks for Rombriga's $5 donation. The message is from Slakai. Or is it for him, or is from? If it's for him, it's better for you to mail him in game. Where is it from? Yeah, okay. Costume should I wear? I actually like the wrinkle costume a lot because it's very cute on Ringford. The only problem is that it's a blue costume, but my element is fire. It will work way better if it's on a avalanche. Let me just reroll this. Okay. Do I have everything on? Looks like I do. Okay. Okay, let's go. Almost finished. I'm happy that I'm on my last sub. Then I can go do my main. After I do my main, I can go sleep. The dream of sleeping early. I'm really tired today also. Usually it shouldn't be like this. I feel like I slept a long time already. Like, longer than usual, but still so tired. Okay, let's go. What? Why am I not doing any damage on my iron ones? Okay, now that this is normal. Huh? What is going on? Is it just me or my iron ones isn't doing any damage right now? Did I see it wrong? Because my other skills still do damage, only iron ones. Why? It's weird. Okay, it's right. It's correct now. But am I delaying? Is that the reason that I'm not doing damage? Huh? That's so weird. the hero gauge accumulation is going to get nerfed, but the damage is going to be buffed. Duelist, VJ is better. Definitely VJ better. Why is Caliber not doing any damage? What's this? Oh, it's the pin issue. Okay. It's not adding stats, but it's rather just the pin is shit now. It's like 1 KMS. Okay. For ML, BMJ better, I think. With that, we are just nesting. No, OE is not stronger. OE is considered as middle. The best class for a warrior and Kali class is currently ML and SD. After VJ patch, maybe Glad also, but I don't think OE is a good class for that particular buff. Depends on like whose mods are you using. Some people, like for example, a lot of the mods that VAR makes need to update with the patch. The mods I made myself doesn't need to update with the patch, but it's still functional. But still need to do some slight adjustment each patch. But you can use without any updates. It really depends on who made the mod and then how they made it. And what does the mod do also. I don't know. I don't know about BD and DS stronger than OE or no. I know DS is pretty good on the BJ patch. You can try to ask in the chat if anyone wants to do. Well, I play on the NC, that's why. think the server is lagging, that's why not doing any damage. Good that we finish our DP first, otherwise it will be a pain if it lasts in there. Now it's definitely lagging. What? What? Okay. Whatever. Depends on the class. Like for Ring Grid, I use +1. Because the +1 is on Iron Lance. What? Okay. Like generally saying, if your J skill is on the +1 skill, then it's better than the conversion weapon. I think so. I think Sync will switch to BJ. Still have 5 runs on this character. So tired. What's your favorite nest of all time? I would say probably I like Renome a lot because it's one of the newer nests that they made. My least favorite nest is of course SDN, cause it's just shit on the design. It takes too much to do, and then they didn't balance it properly. Hello, welcome to the stream. Sorry for the gameplay because I'm lagging too much. My Iron Lance isn't doing any damage. So annoying. Look, it's not doing any damage, and I'm flying everywhere. This is so bad. Why is the server so laggy? ED, fix your shit. It's not only me, even Undead is lagging, and Soka is lagging also. Yeah, no one loves SDN. SDN is just so bad. Resolution 1400 times 900. I didn't use defensial. I'm not done with the ring grid. I have like 5 characters. I need to finish all of the FTG before I moving on to defense seal. What? Okay. Yeah, it's true. The playstyle gift element, you can only wear one of out of the 3. You can only choose one to wear. What? I'm not even doing skill damage. Yeah, the delay is still there. How to play like this? Like none of the skill does damage. My God. Yeah, lagging. The server is lagging. It's not only me. Undead also. Hello, hello. Sorry, I'm not talking too much because it's slightly annoying me that the game is lagging so much. Yet I'm not DC'd. I'm also a bit sleepy. I think I probably won't do extra runs on my defense deal. Yeah, but I'm running in a party and they will wait for me, so it's fine. Not doing any damage at all. Oh no, there's no IP restriction in NA. I'm still losing hits on my attack, so I'm not sure if it's fixed or no. Doesn't seem like it. It is annoying though. I'm not really having a good gaming experience with this pin. Okay, that's okay. On the good side, I still need to suffer 7 more runs, then I'm done. Then I can go sleep instead of. Yeah. It's weird that they block you though. Like they don't block an A. I was prepared to use VPN, but then I found out that I don't even need VPN to play C. I bought like VPN, but end up I don't need to use it. Usually I won't use it, cause like if you disconnect from the VPN, you straight DC in the game. But if you are having like bad connections to the game, usually you won't DC straight if you're not using VPN. It only happens if you're using VPN. Like even now, if I'm having like such a bad pin, I won't DC straight. But if I'm using VPN and I have this kind of pin, I'll just DC. I'm not sure if it's like wrong with the routing, but it's likely just DN being DN, since Undead's also laggy. Like at least the hero skill won't miss even if you have that pin. Oh really? That's so bad? Time to give my ring grid an ultimate jade. JK, I don't really need it. Hello. I really don't even bother on DPSing because like the skill just missed. What? Okay. At least the hero skill won't miss. So it's not as bad as it seems. It's still pretty bad though, since I don't really like to DPS with the hero skill. Okay. Sometimes bug asks what's the bug. If you don't describe the bug, it's hard for me to tell you like how you can avoid it or something. Like, what's the bug are you talking about? There's like tons of bugs in the end. I think so. Should be BMJ. Not even one special quest on this ring grid. Okay, whatever. I always said BMJ. I didn't say BJ anyways. I always say BMJ for ML. It's always BMJ for ML. Unless you have a 200% cycle slash plate, then maybe BJ. Not really. It comes out depends on ED. Okay, I guess that's all for today, because it's too laggy for me. Then I would need to use VPN to run. If I use VPN to run, I couldn't open the stream, because the internet will be bad.
Welcome. Your items will be safe here.
CD. The CMP doesn't work anymore. Yeah, I will read it later. I'm going to rest now because of the game being too laggy. I couldn't nest on this condition. But we'll read later.
Storage here.
Everything changes.
Okay, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. See you guys probably tomorrow or next week. I'm not really sure when I stream again. Okay. Thanks for watching.